Whoa, fucking, is it already week 3? Fuck me. Week 3 already. All right. Here we go. Tidewater Pipes, South LA Jabronis. Pipes were 6-point favorite. I felt Adunze would have a big game. That definitely happened. I did not see Pickens, Mahomes, Shaheed, and Chase carrying the Tidewater Pipes to victory, 157 to 147. South LA didn't get enough from Allen, but did get 45 motherfucking points from their kicker and their IVP. That may be a record. I will not look it up. But damn, is that impressive. Sorry you still lost. Up next, Kraken. 167 points over LAFC. Fighting Capybaras, 93 points. Hart has now won 5 in a row. Make Justin Fields again. He absolutely sucked. Ended up in concussion protocol. Lots of trouble for the Los Angeles Fighting Capybaras. And Seattle looking strong to start the year. Hart looking like it's another strong season. Up next, Bay State and the Bags. The Bags take this one 144 to 107. 2-6 all time against Bay State. Neighbors blows up with 38, which masks a 0, a goose egg on the defense for Geenan and the Bags. Bay State 6 points combined from Derrick Henry and the quarterback Penix. The Bags move on. Bay State drops. Mr. I and the Sherwood Forest Turkeys. This one was crazy. Over 300 combined points in this game. Sleeper had picked Mr. I for a comfy win. That did not happen. The Turkeys came in and said, listen, bro, we're taking this one. Massive week for the Lions. Puka, Achan, and Daniels masking nothing from their tight end defense and Caleb Johnson. If this team can shore those things up through trade, through waiver wire, they are going to be fucking good. Solid week for Mr. I, including 30 from May, but just not enough to beat a team that went beast mode on them this week. Up next, Studio City and Miami. Sad week for the Cavalry as the main man, Joe Burrow, goes down, likely out for the season. Tough loss for the Cavalry. They did get the win this week, 131 to 116. Miami got a pedestrian effort across the board. No real breakout big games for them. Jefferson and BTJ combined for 20. I don't know if we'll see that again this year. Like I said, Burrow is toast for Studio City. Hampton could be an issue. We'll have to see what happens there, but CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the wide receivers really stepped up, carried this team to victory. And finally, the Wolfpack, nearly a 10-point loss, 143 to 134, dropping them to 0-2 as the Yankees move to 2-0. Yeah, Hurts didn't show up, really made the big difference in this game. We're going to keep it moving. So here we go. Week 3 preview, here we go. All right, number 2 in the West, the Jabronis 1-1 against the first place team in the West, the Yankees 2-0. Yankees were 5-0 versus the Jabronis, and then something happened. The Jabronis have figured it out. They've won 3 straight. Cook has been cooking for the Yankees. Lamar as well. They're looking very strong. A close game predicted by Sleeper. Jabronis need Josh Allen to be huge in order to make up for Scatabo, and A.J. Brown is still on a fucking milk carton. Where is this man? Up next, number 3 in the Midwest. Bay State Breakers 1-1 taking on number 2 in the Midwest, the Seattle Kraken, also 1-1. Seattle has taken the last 2. Bay State looking to Penix once again this week to become a quarterback that, frankly, I don't know if anyone knows what he's going to be. The vaunted Atlanta passing game. Drew, cover your ears. Derrick Henry needs a rebound week. What is Travis Hunter? Who knows? He has 18 points on the year so far. Seattle looks very strong. Not sure why you're starting Golden in Green Bay, but that is what is happening as of the recording. Should be a good game between those two. Up next, number 1 in the Midwest, as he's been his whole life, Adam Geenan in the Bags. 2-0, taking on number 4 in the Midwest, the 0-2 LA Fighting Capybaras. 22 games all time. No love lost in this series at any point. Copies lead 12-8-2 ties in this series. It's heated, man. And these are very different teams at this moment. The Bags are 2-0, flying high, and the Copies are trying to get a win. They're starting Goff this week, running the Goffense. Fields has been relegated to the IR. Neighbors and Jacobs for the Bags are going to look to keep it rolling along with that rest of that salty crew, including Kyler Murray, which I call bullshit on. Probably be a bloodbath unless the Copies can find some magic and get their season off and running. Up next, number 3 in the East, the Flamingos, 1-1, taking on the number 2 team in the East, Mr. I, also at 1-1, Miami, 8-3 all-time versus Mr. I, including the last 5. Can the champ pull 6 straight? Brian Thomas has been struggling. Wan'Dale Robinson is starting for Mr. I after just a massive week last week. Should be a good battle in the East. Speaking of the East, number 4 in the East, Studio City Cavalry, 1-1, taking on the first place Turkeys, also 1-1. The Turkeys won the last meeting in a landslide and have won the last 3 in a row. They're 9-4 all time against the Cavalry. The Cavalry are lost right now, searching for answers as to how to replace Joe Burrow, and they need to regroup. Daniels is also beat up. That could be something for them, but it's looking like this is going to be another W for the Turkeys, and they're going to solidify their spot in first place. And finally, in last place in the West, the 0-2 West Adams Wolfpack taking on the 1-1 third place Tidewater Golden Pipes. First ever meeting, so much hype. Game is completely sold out. The Wolves need their wide receivers to start to show up to games, whereas the Pipes are going to be looking to Pickens, to Mahomes, to Shaheed, and of course to Jamar Chase. They need them to continue to play like they did last week. The Wolfpack need to avoid an 0-3 start. Something has to give. This game is going to be the most hype. Let's go Wolfpack. Get in the van. Have a great week. Talk soon.